What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Jake here, aka BrusHstroKeZ. Today I'm bringing you a video on prepping motorcycle parts as asked for. So we're just going to be doing a fender for this video. It is in bare steel. That's how I got it from the builder. So the first step I'm going to do, so this is from a builder. He added, brackets, rivets. As you can see, there's a bunch of welding marks for all the different stuff that he added inside. The wiring, loops, brackets, all that good stuff in there. So when you weld metal, it changes shape. So my very first step, so I don't run into problems with body work, I'm going to go around all these welds with my die grinder and some 80 grit sandpaper. So the idea, metal changes shape. I don't want these to swell up and then I have to build up Bondo over it or anything else, because we're going to get this ready and we're going to go into epoxy with it after this. So after we get the bare metal prepped, so I am just going to take my die grinder. I'm going to go around all these weld areas and knock all those down, make sure they're flat, make sure there's no high points in them. So some of these welds are low. You can still see a little bit of weld in the middle. That one, that one. Oh yeah, I probably should mention, this is a good time to go around, clean up, smooth out any sharp edges. I mean, look at that. I wonder if you can see it. Some of the crap I get from these builders. Freaking weld wire stuck to that thing, like a 1/2 inch long. I'm gonna have to go get something to cut that off. All right, I got that thing cut off, but there's still a point on there. So we're gonna have to grind that down. If you're ever doing one of these that has brackets, typically these are coated in some kind of crap, so gotta sand it all off like I'm doing here. I don't know if you saw one of my previous videos, but this is my electric dual action sander. This is a time when it comes in really handy. So you can see that. Just like that, nice and clean. It's not even all the way on high. Goes up to 10. Alright, just wanted to show you this awesome thing. We'll be using it some more here. Alright, so I got it cleaned up about as good as I can, like the edges and all the weld marks, and then these brackets. As you can see, there's still some coating on there. For that, I like to use a wire wheel, so I can get in all them little spots that I can't with the sander. Another little tip too, these little wires do fly off sometimes, so don't get the wheel pointed at you like this. Just try to keep it to where they'll fly off to the sides, and be careful. Alright, so now I took the wire wheel to these brackets, got them all cleaned up. Next step, we're going to clean the metal. You can do that ahead of time too, before you start your grinding, but it's just going to get all messy anyway. I like to clean right before I start my sanding, and we're going to be doing some sanding next. So what you want to use is an aggressive cleaner. Most companies make two different wax and grease removers, one for like your bare steel or your finished, like your clear coat, like finished cured paint on top of that, and then they also make like a final wipe, which would be like cleaning in between coats and stuff. So this is a strong wax and grease remover, and I just like to drench it. As you can see, there's some oils and stuff on this from the builder, so we'll give it a good soak. This stuff basically blasts it right away. I don't know if you saw that or not in the camera, but just kind of blasts all the oil right away. And I just use blue shop towels for this part. You can use microfiber towels. That's the only other thing I'd recommend using at all. But they get extremely dirty in this step, so I just use these disposables. We'll have to clean up this bracket here too. Got A little bit of rust on that. You want this step, you want, well, the final clean you really want to do really good, but you really want to get it as clean as possible in this step too. And with these fenders like this, with all these brackets, crap gets behind and in everything, so pull it out. You probably have to do this like literally like 5 times to get all the crap out. Alright, so we got this cleaned up for the most part right now. Next step, we are going to get this sanded all in 80 grit sandpaper. So I like to use my little 3-inch DA with the interface pad. Works really good on the inside of this because you got some compound curves. And interface is definitely needed because it'll conform to the curves of the tank, or the fender in this case. But if you're doing motorcycles, these are necessity. And then I also have an 80 grit on an interface pad, and then another 80 grit on a hard one. This will be for all the hard to reach places, the little cracks and crevices like these ribs. So we're gonna go ahead and get the inside done first, and I'll let the video roll a little bit to show you some of that. Make sure you get all your edges too and everything. Alright, so that's what we're trying to get, that scratch into the metal like that. And we want to get it as clean as possible. So it's going to take me a while. This usually takes an hour to get this all done. So I will bring you back on when we do the other side. Alright, in these tough little areas where you can't get to, I like to use this and get up on the edge. Well, helps if I turn it on. onto the top. We use this on the flat ones. When we get to the curved parts, I'll switch over to my interface pad. Alright, so I switched over to the interface. I already did some of it, but I just want to show you how nice these work, how easily they scratch up all the metal. Oops. All right, so I've got this all sanded, and now it's time to clean, 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 and then clean again. So I probably spent a good 20-30 minutes cleaning the inside of this fender between all those brackets in there. Just a ton of crap gets in there, but yeah, this is the very last step here. Clean, 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 clean. Got to clean it about 5-10 times at least to make sure it's clean. But after that, we are ready for epoxy and then body work. That's all I had for you today. Until the next one, keep those brushes stroking.